Okay, guys, I think I've hit a new low. You know, fuck all the bullshit. I haven't seen one of these in ages. Um, this is a Radio Shack. No, it's not a police scanner. No, it's not a CB radio. It's a Radio Shack 19-1208 UHF business band transceiver. I think it's 8 channels. And I got this radio. I liberated it from a neighborhood kid. I actually gave him a pair of these things here, FRS stuff. Well, these aren't FRS. I had some FRS, like little Cobras or something like those for this one. And the this battery pack seems to be coming loose because it doesn't want to go back on there unless you give it a squeeze. Now, the radio does work, but after charging it overnight, charging port right here on the side, after overnight charging, this is all it transmits. The battery is obviously fucking gone. So anyway, and this doesn't stay down for some reason or another. It's kind of weird. Let's squirt that out with some oil. This is obviously not the original knob, but you know, it works, I guess. Squelch knob. There. So what I'm gonna do, I think, with those batteries, remember that I have a bunch of these still. So what I might do is find a better pack and repack this battery. See if it works. Damn plier with my knife. Alright, here's a better one. It's from 2008, and this is still a good battery. It hasn't seen much use. It's kind of really just sitting in storage. First things first, I guess we need to get the old batteries out of here, and this is already coming apart, and these are green cells. Now, they look like they'll fit just barely. I gotta get these out. Well, oh, here it comes. Okay, that'll open up. But we'll work on this. Let's get this open. This is going to be more of a challenge, I think. The trick to this is just cut these down the side, right in the seam, but you're going to do this, do it on your own accord, not because I recommended it, because fucking about with batteries like this can be very dangerous. I don't recommend anyone dicking about with NiCads or metal hydride batteries or things like that, unless you know exactly what you're doing. In this case, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to make a mess. In the case of the batteries. Okay, this is a Power Products battery for a Vertex Standard VX180U V, whatever that weird model, that cheap thing was that they made. It's a pretty versatile radio. I actually still have one of those radios here, though I don't think they're still legal to use. It's narrow banding laws. Oh, look at this. The sticker comes all the way off. It does have nickel metal hydride. 1600 milliamp. I'll keep that sticker. 2008. Vintage. Destroying a battery pack that was perfectly good and destroying the fucking tape on the battery in the process. I have a video about batteries and why you shouldn't dick about with them. Here I am pulling one apart for you on the camera. Batteries are dangerous, you know, they can leak, explode, expel just wonderful gases everywhere, fumes, and if you get enough of them in the series, it can cause electric shocks. You got big batteries like car batteries that can just, no, don't fuck with them, they're very dangerous when they leak every chance they get. I can't stress it enough about battery safety, but you know, don't do as I do, you know. It's gonna open now. Is it gonna pop? Is this gonna pop out now? Do as I say, not as I do kind of thing. I also don't recommend using a box cutter to pry batteries out of a packing. Something like this. I don't care if I skin these up too bad because they're just going here for my own personal amusement. And I'm just gonna see if this. Oh crap, an ass. It's got hot glue. Hot melt glue everywhere. Alright. Can we get this out in one piece? Maybe. Okay, here's the wow. I think I may have fucked up here just a hair, but let's go. I'm not sure that's going off to, but maybe right there. Actually, I think that goes there, and that was tracking to that. Now, oh, who the fuck knows? Oh god, this is bent bad. Oh, it's come off. Anyway, that's gonna sit like that. That would have sat there. There's a terminal. And you can see there's a big chunk that I took out. So yeah, that's how that went. That's how that goes, like that. Now I have an impressive pile of shit, plastic, forming on my desk. Some radio bits that don't work anymore, and other stuff. Oh, there's some battery. Oh, it was my phone. Okay. First things first, I guess. I need to get this. Is that soldered on? Okay, well this has a diode. Straight away it has a diode that come off of the I'm assuming that's positive. Positive terminal. That's a charging terminal. And that's about it. There's the thermal protector, and I fucked up the thing there. Well, sue me. This is coming loose easily. A little easier than I expect. Kind of scary, really. Oh dear God. So someone's already been in this. Oh, it's already got a charging circuit in it. Dear Jesus. Well, I can say this wire is not, these batteries are not, they say, ISO. So, okay, I'm gonna take this loose here just to get these cells out. These cells are obviously dead. Will not charge anymore. So I can desolder. Looks like they were just soldered on. I was right. It's interesting. All the tabs are so. These probably came out of a whole bunch of different batteries. No, they were the same. I just retacked them on. I'd have to say that cell would be bad. If I had to guess. The rest of them are probably good. Okay, configuration. Will these cells even fit? Oh dear. That is going to be a tight fit, isn't it? 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute, they're missing 3, 6, 7.5. What's the thermal protector? I can actually, damn, I don't want to tear that off, but these are stuck together. I wonder if I can melt this shit loose. Yeah. That is interesting. These may not go back in here. I don't know. These are the same cells, so I think what I need to do here is inspect this a little bit better. So I'm going to stop the video, pause it, whatever, and get back to you with it. Well, in the greater scheme of things, I managed to get battery, the new ones in, all back up. Now it's a matter of trying to figure out, I think that might have worked. Let's say figure out how, this was originally taped together when I got it. But I think I'm going to do something a little different. Since this doesn't take a drop charger, I might try to use some of these on it. Let's try to find some. I just happen to have a whole lot of them here. And it's probably going to take more than, yeah, it's going to take more than one. It's going to take two. It's going to take more than two, really, because I got to go around this a couple of times with them. You know, this is not a way to really do this. The proper way to do this is to buy a new battery pack, you know. But I just don't see myself wasting any money in wideband radio, so I use what I have just to see if it's going to even work. Let's put this band up high. Hopefully that will catch and allow it to slide down on the radio. What do you talk about rigging? There's a term for this in the South, and I'm not going to go into it. The video just won't do it. But there's a term for this type of rigging. It's not exactly a PC term either, so I'll just leave it at that and let your imaginations run wild. I'm not going to say it. I better crop these off at the end, and they'll be just fine. I just don't remotely see me, shit, come out of the, using this a whole lot. I mean, it's got its uses, it does. Legally, you can't use it anymore. There's not a mod for it that I could find to get it narrowband or to get it in GMRS or anything like that. I know that I'm using the wrong tool to cut these damn things off. Sue me, whatever. Let's see, are we going there? Oh yes, it will. Well, it's always a good sound when it does that, and it is oh look. Fuck, you can't see shit on this damn camera, but it is transmitting, and it's not dying. It feels really weird in my hand now. Huh. I wonder, hang on, I've got a radio. I have this radio Man, look how much that's changed. Alright, let's go here. Oh. There we go. It's a lot of noise on this thing, isn't it? Jeez. Oh. It's a lot of noise on the line, isn't there? A lot of noise. What is that about? EP on quiet. Oh shit, that turns. Oh, here we go. Holy crap. Is that even on the... Oh. That can't be on the right frequency. Holy crap, that's horrible. Well, that's cleared up. What? Oh, this thing is very much out of tune. Oh, this is badly out of tune. It doesn't matter. Why? One, two. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. It couldn't be the batteries aren't down. I mean, oh, well, you know what that means. I'm going to have to go in. Oh, good. It's got standard screws in it. Thank God. There's going to be some kind of weird screws like in other old Chinese thing. That one's missing a screw. Am I even going to be able to get in here? Is that going to be a thing? Probably not. It's loaded with, look at the dirt. It's full of dirt. Only one screw in it. It's trying to come apart, but it doesn't look like the top's going to give until I get the rings out of the top. I can grab it with these. I don't recall ever working on any of these either. I think they were just like throwaway radios, kind of like them things you buy at Walmart or wherever. These little hunting radios. Oh crap, that won't come loose either, will it? That's in there. That is in there. Where's my tool to take those out? Could I possibly grab them? Yes, the tips broke off these. Nice. Beautiful thing there. Well, maybe. I might be able to get them with this. I'll do some tool modification at some point. See that? These were new, and I let someone borrow them. And you see that? This is what happens when you let friends borrow your new tools. These are Kleins. Brand new. Already got 2 dents in them. So yeah, I'm using them to break the tip off. You try to even this tip that was broke off by someone else. You'd think you'd learn your lesson. Oh, that worked. Well, as he sends shrapnel across the fucking shop. There we go. Maybe I might be able to get enough bite on it now. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I ground the tips of these cobalts down to, because they're cheap, to be able to grab things like this, and then someone used them without my permission and broke them. I just found them not long ago. Then I loan these out like a dumbass, and they come back to my toolbox with a... There's fucking no sense in it. People have no respect for anything anymore. See, now I gotta buy a new pair of these. Because I can't make the other person buy them because they'll deny it. You know, I didn't do that. Sometimes you work with assholes, you know. Fuck asses that don't care about anything. I tell you what, if I broke their fucking iPhone or whatever, they'd be wanting me to buy them a new one, wouldn't they? But I guess I could deny it, so I didn't do it. Anyway. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Actually, this is the next day. I had to cut the video because I have a cat that made a mess in my kitchen. And, yeah, I don't think I need to go into that. But I was sitting there thinking about this, so I'm sleeping, sleeping on it. And, by the way, there was a screw holding it right here in the lanyard. We'll open it. I'll open it for you and show you what's in here. It's pretty straightforward. But to tune this radio properly, you need a test jig, and you got to get this header back into there and get power back on it so you can adjust little pots and varicaps. It's an IF filter there. Yeah, this radio it's not gone. It does work. I powered it up. It does work. And it does transmit. It receives pretty decently. There's a lot of noise in it, though. But, unfortunately, it's not going to be feasible to repair. And one, if I continue this repair, then I'm only succeeding in spinning my wheels when I don't have the proper things to repair this right now. I don't have a schematic on it or alignment procedure. And my service monitor is off being calibrated, which is costing me a micro fortune in itself. I've been repairing radios, but they've been just simple things like replacing knobs and batteries and crap. Retuning this, I feel, would be a complete nightmare. I'm not going to gain anything out of this. I mean, no knowledge is to be gained out of this because I already know how this works. This is radios like this is what's paved the way for FRS type radios to be built. The pre-programmed pieces of garbage that you can buy, and I can't get over the fact that the FCC actually allocated a new radio band that is part of GMRS radio band for kids and idiots to abuse. We don't have enough of that in the citizens band. We need some more. We need it up here around the professional bands, the commercial bands, I guess. Hell, why don't we just reallocate some of the 2 meter and 70 centimeter, not, amateur radio bands for some fucking dickery too. How about that? There's not enough that goes on there anyway. It's just create some more. Why don't we do that, FCC? The rent. I don't have anything against hams. They're all pretty. For the most part, hams, if I was to get an amateur license, I would get it for the sole fact, purpose of talking to people, non-locals. Because if I need to talk to a local person, I'll pick up the phone and call them. I don't have any use for 2 meter or any of that stuff. That's all useless to me. When I have my own repeaters and my own services that I use already, I don't need amateur stuff like that. Okay, Back on. Wait, turn on still. The antenna back. So I've managed to repair the battery in this. About it. And I think that's all it's going to be deserving. And I'll just keep it for nostalgia. I'm not going to gain anything by repairing it. It can't be sold or legally used. You know, I have new ones. And I know people will bitch and argue, oh, this isn't a commercial radio. Well, au contraire, the FCC did... Oh, wow, that is corroding for some reason right there. The FCC did, in fact, allow these for Part 90. Now, I don't think they allow them for 95A GMRS, but I could give a shit because that's a whole different beast. I'm Part 90 person, a commercial, so this is perfectly legal now. I know the ham operators get mad about that kind of thing. This radio is dead. Must have left it on all night. I wonder if this battery's corroding now. Look at that. This radio is not even 6 months old and it's corroding there. Huh. And yeah, they oh, it won't go back together. Oh, what's going on with this? Oh, spring's caught. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. My battery's going dead. The old Radio Shack portable is working, it's transmitting, it's just off frequency, and besides, it's not even economical to repair it anyway. You can't put it on GMRS, you can't put it in ham. I would never consider putting it in FRS, which is, you know, in my opinion, FRS is just garbage anyway. But anyway, with that said, I'm going to stop this video. My battery's dying, and I'll see you guys in the next one.